Hello, welcome to GenCon Day Zero. I'm John,
And I'm Allie.
and everybody that was coming arrived safely, and we're all very tired. We went to will call, we got our badges. They're very nice, very shiny. Yeah. And we're super excited. What are we doing tomorrow?
We are doing an escape room.
Yep.
And then we're going to do Deadpool cupcakes.
Deadpool Cup, that's what I just said, yeah.
And I'm going to do a tournament for
What
Seven
game?
Wonders.
Seven Wonders. Awesome. Any advice for Seven Wonder players?
No.
That's fine. It's good advice.
Get
It's good
all
advice.
7 wonders.
Get all 7 wonders,
It's
yes.
not possible. in this game.
Win the game.
If you get all 7, you win. That's how hard it is.
That's not
you know?
how that works at all.
My advice to people going to Gen Con is eat something, sleep somewhere, hopefully a bed, and shower. Not at the same time. Try not to do all 3 at once. But do at least, you can do two.
Yeah.
Two.
And,
Yeah.
and wear sunscreen
Yeah, it's
and
hot.
stay hydrated,
Stay hydrated.
And eat.
Yeah.
Because it's
We gotta do
really,
something.
really hot
Yeah.
outside.
And don't let the cats in.
Don't let the cats in.
Gotcha.
Don't believe their lies. We are on the cat couch, but you'll notice there are no actual cats here.
They're all outside.
They're all outside.
They keep whining at the door to
It's like the zombie movie where they're all clawing, trying to get in.
One that you've seen so far?
I've seen 2 cats. Seen 2, and when there's 2 cats, when there's smoke, there's fire. So
Cockroaches?
there, I don't know.
Maybe.
I haven't seen any cockroaches yet. I've seen some spiders.
We should keep the cookies covered just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, could you grab a
Did you
cookie? I want to get a close up.
That's what I brought the cookies
Oh,
for.
right. So my sister is an awesome cookie magic maker.
Hi, Jess. Do you see me from me?
Yeah.
Hi, Jess.
I'm going to bed now.
Yes. And here's a cookie, close up cookie cam.
You can eat that now.
We love gaming. It's perfect. You put a lot of effort into them. They taste good too. Yeah, so my overall advice for day 0 of Gen Con is arrive safe, get your luggage, get your badge, and get some sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like good. I also dropped off the games
For
that
auction.
we're selling for the auction and the consignment store. I hope they sell, because I really want to bring all of them back. Like 1 or 2 don't sell, whatever.
Yeah.
Like the big one should sell, because this is the year.
It's to trump the game.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, also we miss you, Jess. We wish you were here. We will keep you updated with photos and videos, and hopefully that'll be almost not. Look, it's not gonna be as good as GenCon, but it's the best we can do. So we wish you were here, and good luck. Cheers. Hello. We're giving a day 1 recap of GenCon 2016. Where to start? Well, we start at the beginning, right?
That's generally where you start.
Yes. What did we do first on Thursday, August 4th?
We woke up.
No, I meant for Gen Con related.
We drove to Gen Con.
That's Gen Con related adjacent.
And then we went to an escape room.
We did. Do you remember the company? It was just like an escape from India.
Escape room Envy.
It was great. From the moment we walked in to the entire experience, their staff was wonderful. The room was a lot of fun, lots of secrets, no spoilers, but we did the
Bank
bank
heist.
heist event.
And we won.
And we won with 10 minutes, 27 seconds left. The record was 15 minutes left, and you get a full hour. But what we liked about it was that it was well designed, and we had the full hour to do what we wanted to, and use the time how we felt.
I like the quality of the props. I mean,
Props are good.
I've done escape rooms before, and it's hard to maintain that quality of props without getting them destroyed. And they actually had a bunch of antique things, which were really good quality. I liked some of the red herrings,
Yep.
which were really good. And
There was a lot of stuff for people to do. There was enough space for all 9 of us to be doing stuff. And,
Yeah.
and also we all got to contribute at least once or twice.
well, and I really liked the fact that the waiting room had couch space for everybody.
Yeah.
And that they were willing to take a picture of us in the waiting room, and we could pose with some of the props at the end, which
Yep.
was nice for our recap picture. We even got bracelets. I don't
Yeah,
remember right now,
yeah.
but we even got bracelets to show that we won.
And then we had a tiny bit of time on the floor, like an hour.
We didn't even
No.
make it to the
We
floor.
didn't make it to the floor. We
We
went to
made
make Deadpool cupcakes.
Well, we walked around with Kathy wearing her amazing costume.
cosplay, yeah.
And we went to do something.
Went to make Deadpool cupcakes?
No, before we went to
No, whatever. We'll just skip
we
right
did
there. We'll skip
something.
the Deadpool cupcakes. which was a fun activity, craft, respondent, and I responded a little bit, and you hadn't before.
No, I'd never done fondant before.
But the instructor was great. I would recommend them again, and the cupcakes are really yummy, but kind of it's a lot. They were too.
Cupcakes are always too sweet.
They're always too sweet, yeah.
And mine wasn't too bad actually because
You scraped up all the frosting.
I scraped off most of the frosting before we started. Like, there's a little bit left, but like I don't like my cupcakes to have a mound of frosting
Yeah,
like most of the cupcakes these days. So my cupcake was a lot flatter, but that meant that mostly it was fondant and wasn't too sweet.
Gotcha.
So that was good. I actually ate both my cupcakes yesterday.
Oh, I shared. I'm a sharer.
Which was good because I didn't really eat lunch. So
Yeah, no, it's busy. We had snacks though.
yeah, I had lots of snacks.
And then we got to the floor. What did you get on the floor? Did you buy anything?
I didn't buy anything on the floor, but after I was finished on the floor,
That's Kathy. Here.
after I was finished on the floor, I went and picked up the pre-order that I had made. I had pre-ordered Codename Pictures,
Very good.
and I'm really impressed with how heavy the box is compared to the regular Codename. So there's a lot of components in there. And I got, because I pre-ordered it, I got these promo tiles, which apparently make the game such that you can have a bit bigger of a
Bigger grid.
grid, but also it means that this game can be compatible with the original Codenames. You
That's
can
good.
play with a mixture of tiles from the two games, which adds a lot more replayability. So I should probably buy the original because I really like the original.
Right.
The original, they're not that expensive. This was $20 US.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to pre-order it because this is, GenCon was the official launch for this game, and that's how they officially launched the other game last year,
Yep.
only it was impossible to get
Yeah.
after GenCon. So I'm hoping it won't be as bad for being impossible to get after
Mhm.
GenCon, but even still, I'm really excited to have a copy.
I picked up my pre-order copy
That's what we did after
of,
the
that's what we did,
paper.
yeah, of Secret Hitler. This box is fabulous for the outer case. It's nice and shiny. It's gonna be a pain to
Yeah, I
get through.
haven't seen inside.
It's gonna be a pain to get through security. And then I got signatures from the developers. I came back around and I got some signatures from developers. And the
Nice.
full game's in there. I had played this last year at the prototype room they had for it, and that was a lot of fun. It's a great game, a hidden roll game. As you would guess, Secret Hitler is one of the hidden rolls. And what I like about it versus something like Resistance or Avalon or some of the games like that is that it prevents a lot more opportunities for data points because of the mechanics. You have a few more times to interact with people, and that I felt was really good because the other games, they're solid. I really played the heck out of Resistance because I think that game's great. But then once I played Secret Hitler, I'm like, oh, by adding in 2 or 3 more interaction points per round, it became more interesting and I had more to watch and more to pay attention to versus the other ones where it was just that one at the end, more or less. There was the voting and then the result, but Secret Hitler had a few more checkpoints along the way to give you more information. I also picked up, for my friend Joe, the Iron Golem mini boss from Cool Mini or Not.
Oh, I didn't know you picked that up.
I did.
Did you use your coupon for your coupon book?
I didn't know there was one, so I did not. But this includes a Steam key for the Steam game coming out, and that's why he wanted it. So it's $35 plus tax, but you get the figure, which is nice, but you also get the Steam game, so you get the game as part of it. So it's a nice, it's like a little physical order of it. And then I picked up Boss Monster. Had 2 little expansions. I like this game. It's got a few flaws. It ain't perfect, but that's all right. The reason I got this expansion is I'm a sucker for any expansion that increases the number of players. This increases it
as a player?
2 players. It goes from 4 to 6 players.
Oh, nice.
So I always like that because usually you have 4 players, but if you have a 5th person show up, you're like, well, what are we going to play? And it's nice to be able to just have more options in player counts, even if you don't always use them. So that was good. And then finally, I was talking to some people, and I picked up Epic PvP, which is a card game. It's a little bit of a deck building, a little bit of small world-ish. So the way it works is you pick a class in a race. The box is amazing. I won't open it now because, again,
Turning it around so you can see all the sides.
Yeah.
But like,
the way it works is class in a race, so like dwarf, monk, and that defines your hit points. And then you take the dwarf deck, and you take the yeah, it's good.
Awesome.
He was there actually. I should have got him to sign it. Now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, we want to go by there today because there was some of the games that you might like, and then they said if I I did a bundle, the price goes down. But one of the coolest things they showed me that I really liked is the UPC symbol.
Oh.
It has a sword going through it, so it looks really slick. It's a shield and sword,
Oh, sweet.
but it still works UPC symbol. That's really I'm a sucker for good UI design. So the game works. So you pick class and a race, you shuffle the decks together like Smash Up, and then you play a little bit of fighting game. Now that one's a 2-player / 4-player game. I like co-oping and stuff, but then again, I like what it was, and I didn't have a good one in my library for that kind of style, so I felt it did fill a hole for my library.
So how much of the hole did you get through? Because I made through like 10.
Well, let me just finish up. That was $70 for that, and there was also an expansion.
Okay.
And then Secret Hitler was a pre-order. I don't know what Kickstarter. So I walked through most of the hall,
Okay.
but I just went through quickly. I ran into a few friends and we did different sections of it, but my goal was just to get a quick glance at everything, and then I need to do all the mental processes and say, okay, does this game fill a hole in a library that I don't have a game for? Because I don't need a lot of games, I just want specific ones to meet moods and themes and stuff like that. Or does it replace a game I have all around? So like Secret Hitler, that replaces Resistance. I will give away or donate or sell or whatever with Resistance. I don't think I'll play Resistance since I believe Secret Hitler is a better game. They're not saying Resistance is bad, just I would prefer to play that one 9 times out of 10. And since I didn't have a good 2-on-2 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 versus game, I was like, well, this one looks really good, it's well designed, and that fills something I don't have.
That makes sense.
So that's what I look for, because space is limited, and it makes it also easier when you're picking a game to have, like, well, we have 5 games that all answer the question, let's punch each other. So it's nice to have one good for that.
I like that logic. A lot of the games that I brought to GenCon to sell in the auction, which I brought in yesterday, or the day before yesterday, were games that I've come up with new games in my collection to replace. Secret Hitler will probably not replace my copy of Resistance Avalon, for the only reason that my copy of Resistance Avalon will go in the Gobfest library, and we're trying to not keep Secret Hitler in the Gobfest library due to the content and the all-ages nature of Gobfest. But, you know, Gobfest is the convention I run.
So for the hall, I think at the most we saw, when we went and walked through, we went from 3,000 and started going down, we got to like 2,400, I think. Going down from 3,000. What number did we do?
We finished 3,000. Like that whole aisle we finished 3,000. But we just did that little corner that was not really.
Yeah, the last row was 3,000.
Yeah.
And we went up like 4 rows down. Yeah. I kept track. Okay. So we'll probably start there again or start somewhere else, but we'll browse through and see a few things.
I really want to get the Harry Potter game, so hopefully we can get it. Hopefully you first.
We're going to go there first thing, and then you have some crafts and stuff, but we'll
I did a tournament yesterday.
Oh, you did? We crafted a tournament. How'd that go?
It was fun. It was smaller than I thought it was going to be, which was cool. Everyone was really nice. We played 4 games of 7 Wonders. The first game was the base game, then we added leaders, then we added cities, and the last game we had leaders, cities, and Babel, or Babel, or however you pronounce that. We only did the Tower of Babel, because if you do both expansions of Babel, it's just too much.
How'd you do?
I came 2nd overall.
That's good. And you made it to the finals.
I made it to the finals.
On Saturday.
Saturday, which is a mixed blessing, because it means I can't make it to 2 concerts I wanted to go to, but I did I did refund my tickets.
They're good on that.
So that was good.
Cool. Well, I think that's a good recap of day 1. Was there anything else you want to say? Okay, so this is your first day 1. How did it feel crowds-wise?
Crowds weren't bad.
Okay.
They weren't as bad as I expected, which is good. I mean, we weren't in the throng getting in. I imagine this morning will be the more intense for that. But I've been to a bunch of smaller cons, and the aisles didn't feel as crazy.
They give space. They have a lot of space to use, so they use it.
Which is nice. And I've been to tinier events in the same convention center, and I think that really helped. Because if I had never been to this convention center before, I would have probably felt a lot more lost.
So yeah, I think it was a good day. Again, I don't have anything planned to buy, although the person I got the Golem 4 also wants me to find a Star Wars starter that would be released here, so I need to look for those.
I have a bunch of people who want stuff from home, so we'll see if I'll get any
But
of that stuff to
our
them.
luggage is limited.
Yeah, like if I get promo cards for people,
Yeah.
that'd be good. And if I can magically win the tournament, then I'll bring something.
You want something nice, hopefully a giant trophy.
No, it's no trophy. It's just board game organizers for Seven
Oh, yeah,
Wonders.
yeah. So that'll be good. Cool. So we're off to day 2, Friday of GenCon,
Yay.
and we'll probably be back with before that. But not till tomorrow morning, because we're out till past midnight with the Concert Against Humanity, so we're excited for that.
Hopefully you get more sleep.
Yes. Cheers. Hello, and welcome to our day 2, gosh, time flies. Day 2 recap of GenCon 2016. I'm still John.
And I'm still Allie, and this is the morning of day 3 because it was way too
Way
late
too late.
after the concert.
You need time to think and to process. And
Well, I mean,
ferment.
technically it was the morning of day 3 when we
Yeah,
got back.
that's true,
So,
that's true.
like, really.
I think it's 2 a.m. is when we got to sleep, but that we'll get to that. No spoilers. No spoilers.
You already said.
So what did we do today? Well, we started the day off with a little bit of time on the show floor.
Just a little.
You know, and we tried to get the Harry Potter game from USopoly, and if we wanted to do that, Sunday we're going to get there at like 6 a.m. and stand around the
Not
door.
quite 6 a.m.,
But close.
but Sean is going to have to do some reconnaissance to figure out
Where-
what part of the booth we
Yeah.
need to get to, because that was our failing. We got there, and then we ended up like with the playtest line instead of the buy the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was not so good.
Not the best. But then we did a little time on the floor. We did Artist Alley, which was really nice. There was some cool stuff there. But the artist that Allie found wasn't an Artist Alley. What artist did you find?
Artist. Oh, I went to the comic book area,
And you found,
and I found all sorts of comic book artists, like Sam Logan. I own all of his other books, but he did this little book of pet themed comics. And John was really impressed at how fast and such he was able to do this doodle, because he did this doodle without even
like looking at it.
without even looking at it, and like he didn't even like put the paper down on flat on paper,
Yeah.
like he was just holding it up like this,
I think he just wheeled it onto
and
paper.
just, you know, so on and so forth. And then I bought the game Borrow Grove, which is a game by Corey Bing, and Corey Bing is also one of my more favorite webcomic artists. I'm a Patreon supporter of her, and also a Patreon supporter of Jeff Jacques from Questionable Content.
So you get to see all sorts of
All
friends.
these people were at the same booth. It was the Blind Ferret booth,
Good
but
stuff.
it also had like other people, but these were the ones I was caring about because I hadn't gotten these things, and I wanted to say hi, and I've never met Corey Bing before, so it's super exciting.
Nice. So then you went off to make a tiara.
Yep,
How was that?
it's awesome, I should have brought the tiara.
We'll have a time lapse of that one. And then we have a little more time on the floor.
Yep.
But you went to Double Clicks.
Yeah, so I got to see the tail end of your workshop you were in with Auntie Lisa.
Oh, yeah, Auntie Lisa's Story Time. Things are linear is a little off for me. But
Yeah.
Auntie Lisa's Story Time was a panel by Lisa Stevens, who, you know, is like one of the most influential people in the industry, who like founded White Wolf, helped found, Wizards of the Coast. They made that one game, what's it called? Magic? Right?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
remember
she,
that?
she has some good stories about that.
And they bought TSR, and now she's the CEO and co-owner of Paizo, so like pretty big name.
Pretty big name, yeah.
And it's surprising how many people don't know that name, but her talk was really good. Just having someone talk about 20 years of the industry, like when it was really raw and new, was great. Like the origins of like their first play test of Magic, and the thoughts of like how they made stuff and working out of basements and all sorts of things.
And like Kathy saw the first beginning of that, and I saw the end of
Yeah,
it.
so
because
together,
of the way, you know,
the way
we
the
got
thing's
it.
scheduled, yeah.
And then we went out to the show floor, and I picked up a few. That was when I picked up stuff, and I got my ring resized, so it doesn't fall off my hand as
Which is good,
easy.
which is good. Dice rings are really cool. Then you made wings.
I didn't
No,
make
I
it.
did.
Then
Kathy made wings.
which were really cute. There was a little image of that up. They're really nice. Then we had dinner. We had Buca de Beppo's, but that's not
I
really.
went to double click.
I went to Double Click, yeah.
The double clicks were really awesome, and I made two fused glass
Oh, right.
pendants. I was the fastest in the whole group.
Oh, high five.
which was good. And the instructor liked my placements, so hopefully they'll turn out really nice.
Good. And
Then
those
we
are
went
nailed to you.
Yes.
Yes. And then we went to dinner with the Beppos. Lots of food. It was good. Not really game related.
No.
But then we went to the Cards Against Humanity's Concert Against Humanity, and it was Molly Lewis, Paul and Storm, a couple comedians, Jonathan Colton. Just it was like
Yeah, it was really good.
it was really good. Definitely recommend and if you come to a Gen Con, they're still doing it, go for it. But it kept us out late.
You have us up very late. You know, this was the concert where I've seen the most food thrown by the artists on stage.
Food and thrown and launched.
Yeah, so they launched Wonder Bread, and they
They
launched
launched the salad.
lettuce, and they
They
launched
launched
marshmallows.
And they sold a car.
And then they threw Twinkies, and they auctioned off a car for World Builders.
Mhm.
So somebody bought the car for $1,000.
Yep.
A really bad car.
Yeah.
It was insane looking. And then we did not win the tickets
That's
to the
fine.
cruise.
That's fine. But yeah, it was a really good day. Everybody was running around doing different stuff, but we were able to meet up together at the end. So all in all, I'd say a good, successful second day. And as we wrap this up, how do you feel now that Gen Con is half over?
I'm sad that it's half over.
You know, but there's still a lot more good stuff to come.
Yeah. Today's a really busy day for me because I've got that
Tournament. But we'll talk about that
But yeah.
after the fact. Bye. Hello and good morning. My name is John,
Hi, Mallie.
and we're here talking about Gen Con Day 3.
Yep.
Whirlwind Days.
Oh gosh.
Whirlwind, that was day Saturday. Day 3, day Saturday. What did we start with? Well,
We started walking from the car to the convention
No,
center, and they
but-
stopped all the time because Kathy was Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Kathy was Wonder Woman. We went to the Crown Plaza Hotel.
Yep.
With the trains that go through it, and the trains you can stay in, actually, rooms that you can stay in, to make scale mail, chain mail dragons, or worms. Dragon worms.
The dragon.
It's a dragon. Can you hold it close? Yeah, look at that guy.
He's got eyes, and he's got a tail.
And how long is he? Okay,
I
how
never
long
measured
he is.
him.
How long did it take you to make this dragon?
Almost 4 hours.
We have a-
I'd say 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Cool. You've got a time lapse of that, theoretically.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you have a time lapse of that.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was the most challenging parts was the head
Yes, that was tough.
and just trying to figure out how to start to get the weave going because my brain just wasn't working the way the instructor was teaching it initially.
Mine got about a third of the way done, but it was
Yeah.
tough. But it looked,
I
they're not
I
nice.
think John will end up finishing later because the parts that he didn't do are easier parts, and I can teach him them if
Good.
the instructions don't work. The instructions are not the greatest, but the instructor has a
Was really
license
good.
to teach these instructions, and so she knows better ways of doing things, and so that was really, really valuable. Like she was really good at it. Plus, Kathy was there in her Wonder Woman outfit, and
She
got
knows
to
a lot
thank,
too.
got to
Yeah.
thank the instructor for getting her started on the whole
Um,
chainmail thing.
The craft's been really good. So if you've not gone to Gen Con, or if you do go to Gen Con already, I recommend doing a craft with you just
Yeah.
just to spice things up. And you made this actually a couple days ago.
Yeah. See,
on Friday.
it's a tiara.
Tiara or tiara?
It sort of fits on my head. I don't want to smush my
Yeah.
makeup too much.
But there you go. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's hard because the more you twist it, the less
The
it
smaller it
fits,
gets,
less,
yeah.
less it fits. And so I should have had more wire, but whatever.
Whatever. So I ducked out early from that, and I went to the show floor, and I bought some stuff.
You bought me a game I wanted.
Yes, Allie had a request, and since she was working, I bought for her. She's definitely back, not this. I bought Baker
Beyond
Street,
Baker-
Beyond Baker Street.
It's a Z-Man Games game.
Zed.
Z-Man?
No, it's not Z-Man, but you're Canadian.
Pretty sure it's Z-Man Games.
You're Canadian. It's Zed-Man Games,
Well, I wanted to pronounce it that way so that people yell
and
at
it
me.
came with some promo cards, which are
Oh, I
always
didn't know
nice.
it came with promo cards.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, promo
Thank
cards
you,
are cool.
hon.
Yeah. And that was good. And then I spent some time walking around with Kathy being her spotter. And then did we go to Double? Yeah, then we went to Double Clicks
Yeah.
concert, which was a lot of fun. You weren't there because you were doing your tournament.
Yep.
Which you didn't win, but you did your best.
I had fun at the tournament, but
That's
we were
all right.
all super tired, and
Yeah.
like all of us were playing super sloppy, so that was different. It was really fun though. I actually, because I realized I wasn't doing great, I figured I'd play boards that I haven't had much experience playing,
Mhm.
so that I'd be challenging myself, and so I was playing with really good players, so that was really awesome. I played a lot of yellow cards this time
Different way,
around, which
yeah.
was really unusual for me.
But you had fun, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I really enjoyed it.
Double click concert was a lot of fun. Good songs, good presentation, good cosplay. Everything was really nice.
They really liked Kathy's runner.
They did. And then after that, we went back to the floor for a little bit, and I purchased Burgle Bros, and got it signed by the developers. This is kind of like Forbidden Island, kind of like, I like heists. I like heist movies, I like heist games, I like Grand Capers. So Burgle Bros.
They've got
Burgle
good press
Bro.
for that one. Like I've debated buying it a long time ago. I think
Well,
it
I
was a
bought it.
Kickstarter or whatever.
All of them were
And-
Kickstarters.
And I think that's how I found out about
Oh.
Kickstarter. And it looked really great, but I was hemming and hawing over it. But having actually seen it in real
Yeah.
life,
It looks good.
it looks really
Yeah,
awesome.
so I'll give that a try later. And what else did we do? Oh, so after we did that, a little bit of time on the floor, then we went to dinner. Dinner was good. I drank a lot of caffeine because I needed it. And
We were a bit tired.
we were very tired. And
But
then,
I really liked my ginger beer
Yeah?
that they made in the restaurant. It was yummy.
good.
The I wouldn't have the sushi again, but the cauliflower was delicious.
And then we went to the Gosh Darn Fiasco Show, which is a podcast featuring the Double Clicks and other guests. And they did a very good job of condensing a Fiasco game down to an hour.
Yeah.
Because- Normally it's a lot longer.
Yes. of course.
And they had some good jokes and some good bits. I would have liked a longer show, but I probably would have fallen asleep, not because of the show, because
We're
it
all
was
just
so
so tired.
tired.
Well, before we went to the Gosh Darn Fiasco, we went to check out the consignment store and auction, but we
Oh,
were
right.
15
15
minutes too
minutes
late
late,
for
yeah.
the consignment store. But the nice thing is we did check out the auction, so I saw how they were doing the bidding and such. And
All your items sold.
we found out that all my items sold, so I got my money, which was exciting.
Very nice.
I didn't expect for all my items to sell.
And
I
more
was
importantly-
really excited to not have the space for all my stuff in my luggage.
Yes. And more importantly, nothing to bring back. Yes.
Like that,
I know.
huh?
I had this finger up and then you said it and I couldn't right switch to not say it. But I think that's a summary of day 3. It was a good day.
I think so.
Day 4, there's nothing planned. We're just gonna
Yeah,
hang
that's
out
good.
and cry when our friends leave early, and there we go.
Well, I'm gonna walk the floor properly. I
Well, I
still
meant-
haven't seen most of
And
the
then
floor.
structured plans.
Oh, yes. No.
Yes. So, all right. Good luck out there.
Bye.
Hello, my name is John,
I'm Allie.
and we just finished GenCon Day 4.
And the
Fourth
last
show.
day of GenCon.
Quattro. Last day of GenCon 2016. It was a good day. We did a horseback ride. We had a nice meal because the day ends a little bit early, and that's been good.
That was great. It was very wet, this
Very
horseback
wet,
ride, because
very wet.
we rode our horses through the water,
Through the
which is
river.
something I'd never done before, so that was
Yeah,
really cool.
That was new. That was new.
But it means that John needs to figure out a solution to wet
My
shoes.
shoes, yeah. We'll just put them in the dryer. Or we can put them in the fireplace.
I don't
That'll
think
go
we
against it.
wanna
That'll go
do
against
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a busy day because a lot of us were getting our last purchases taken care of. I purchased Sushi Go Party. It's $13, so you really can't go wrong with that. I like Sushi Go, and Sushi Go Party has a lot more player space and has a nice tint. And look how happy those little sushis are. I'm so happy.
I entered a contest to win this game, so I was really happy when I saw that John's actually
Yep,
gotten
I
the
got it.
game.
I got it.
I'm excited to play this game. I've never played it
You
before.
never play Sushi Go? Oh,
No.
that's good. My friend David Rodriguez had a new product, and I always buy his product because he
Okay.
signed it. This is it's one of those things with the visuals in it and the noveling. It's like a visual novel. Comics.
No?
Graphic.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna read it now.
See?
Cool. I totally need to read
So, show it to the camera. He's a good writer. He writes for Skylanders. He's done Shadow Girls. He's done Gossamer. And this is his newest stuff. And I like supporting him. And he also, funny enough, he collaborated on this with Piers Anthony.
this. Oh, really?
Yeah, and he said that was
That's
great.
the Anthony?
That's the Anthony. That they should have said
Wow.
Piers Effin Anthony baby on there because that's a pretty big author. So he was
Oh, I
excited.
definitely need to read this at
Yeah,
some point.
yeah. So he was really happy to work on this. And on the back here, by William Pfeiffer. He said, in Starkweather, David Rodriguez combined seat-of-your-pants adventure with cutting-edge comedy. It's both fun and funny, and how many comic books can make that boast? I don't know, William Pfeiffer, but we're going to find out.
Sounds good. I need to read this book.
I also won an expansion for Time's Up for spinning a wheel. We got friends with the game, that's what they're going to do. Congrats. I also bought a GenCon shirt, which might be a size too large, but whatever. It's a big shirt. It's a huge shirt. So I got this. I liked it because it's very, 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 very GenCon and nerdy, but also kind of subtle because it's light gray on gray. So I like that. And I got some squishy foam dice,
Oh, they're cute.
which are cat safe. So I'm gonna give these dice to my cat and see if he can roll 20s.
You also got some as a gift for
I
somebody else?
got them on skip for my sister Sarah. I got the exact same pair because she's got a cat. And these look really nice and they're squishy. Squishy.
That's
Squishy.
awesome.
Squishy. So that was the gist of my day.
I had an
We
exciting
also
day
what did we
too.
do? Did we do something? Oh, no, that was it basically. That's it.
So I had an exciting day
We
too.
got a lot of stuff. What are you starting with? The best of?
I'm gonna go in order of when I got them.
Oh wow, that's complex.
So I was trying to do most of the show floor all in one day. And so the first thing I did was I started in the 2500s.
Out of
and I had-
3,000.
Out of 3,000. Then I went from 2500 all the way to zero, essentially.
Yeah.
And the first thing I spotted was I had backed this Kickstarter for this game called Fairy Tale Battle Royale ages ago. And the back of this box has that game on it. So that's this game. This is the logo on the game. I received the game in the mail recently. But I was one of the original backers, and the original backers were guaranteed for 40 minis for the game. And this game is themed around fantasy and fairy tale creatures.
That's hence the name.
So this set has like the Cowardly Lion, the Cheshire Cat, the Monkey King, Mowgli, Puss in Boots, and Beast. This one has Tin Man, Pinocchio, Scarecrow, Grendel, etc. Like they're all minis for fairy tale things. So even if I never use it for the games they're meant for,
They're good minis.
they're really pretty minis. And so we've got 40 of them,
That's a lot of
which
minis.
is a lot of minis. I think my favorite one is probably gonna be red, just because it's Red Riding Hood. We also have like Morgan Le Fay, the Sea Witch, Rebel Stiltskin, looks really creepy. And then the Children of Magic has like Snow White, Peter Pan, Glinda, Tinkerbell, Alice, Pocahontas, King Arthur. Like
There's
there's-
so many. I'm not gonna show them all. There's just too
Um,
many.
But yeah, so I actually talked to the booth people because what had happened was the Kickstarter was very poorly run by
Yeah.
the original Kickstarter runners, and the company that they had hired to make the minis wanted to do good on their promise to make the minis, even though the Kickstarter stopped paying them. So, and the Kickstarter didn't give them the right shipping information. So it turns out they didn't have my pledge information in the right pledge manager. They had my pledge information mixed in with the following campaign's information instead of in the pledge manager for the campaign I actually backed, which was stupid. So I finally got my minis, which is exciting.
Well, okay.
So that took up a lot of space.
Yeah, what's next?
Then I wandered around some more in the game hall, and I stopped by this table because it was really pretty.
Oh, that's
And
huge.
it caught my eye. It was such a pretty game.
It's called Realms of Wonder.
Yeah.
Realm of Wonder.
I
Singular.
was so shocked at how pretty the game was, and then I talked to the guy at the table about how the game was played, what the rules were. I talked to him about the price because I wanted to know what was
Here-
my price range.
Hear the king's call. The fragmented realms looking for its new hero. Perform quests given to you by the king and save the realm, or overthrow the king and crown yourself a new king. You'll need magic, tactical thinking, and imagination in this adventure.
Yeah, so I talked to the guy at the table, and apparently this was not run by the publisher. It was run by the publishing group. And so, although this game retails for $62 on Amazon, he was able to sell it to us for $30, which was really good considering the size of the box,
That's almost
the
free.
weight of the game, and the fact that it actually looked like a really good
Yeah,
game. I was quite pleased with it. So
Then
I-
you spun the wheel.
so then I was really surprised because I found this lady who I spun a wheel, and I won a prize. I got to pick up a prize out of this box, and they were saying they ran out of prizes to fill their bin with, so they started putting games in it that don't normally belong in the bin. So this game, Caffeine Rush, which is apparently a game where you're being a barista, was gone. And she said it was the most adult game out of the games there because I was in the family fun area.
May I?
So
Get ready for a jolt of laughter and a latte fun. You're a barista and orders are flying in fast and furious 7. Grab ingredients, pump out orders, and rake in the perks. But be careful, if someone finishes your drink, they'll snag your drink, your chips.
yeah, so that looked like a really cool game, and I was happy I won it because I didn't expect to win anything when I spent
Uh-huh,
it on the
uh-huh.
wheel. And then I wandered the rest of the hall, and I
Whatever you want to put, whatever.
quickly found a booth that sold me a corset. Like I don't have it on display right now because it takes a long time.
And we're
to sell
tired.
a corset, but I bought a corset and I actually wore it the rest of the day in the exhibit hall, which was really cool. It was comfortable enough. I love the fact that particular booth let me like size me, so they measured me and then they tried on their sample,
Test stuff,
their
yeah.
tester, so you could make sure your size was correct. And then they pointed out the discount rack, and then they pointed out where the regular price stuff was. But I went to the discount rack and I found one I liked, so I didn't even make it to the regular rack, and I bought
Yeah.
a corset.
It's nice.
And it's actually really pretty comfortable, and I think it'll work well, like putting over top of a dress to make it look prettier.
Or under a dress.
Or under a dress
Yeah.
to make my physique look slimmer or whatever. So I think that was a cool purchase. It wasn't as expensive as I expected. But
It's less than this bag.
yeah, this bag was my most expensive purchase.
It's nice though.
This is leather. It's not garment leather. It's more heavy duty leather than that. And I really like the clasp.
Those are great, yeah.
So it's got 2 pockets.
Big ones.
And it smells nice of leather. I was having a hard time deciding which bag to get. It was literally the last thing I did in going around the show floor regularly. And I had to call John to help me pick it out because I was debating this one, which has red with the silver finishes and is a phoenix. Oh, and then I was debating one with bronze finishes that was 2 dragons. So John helped me pick that one.
Yep. Then we went to Haba.
Yeah, so then we were wandering around together and went to Haba and bought this as a gift for my nephew. And hopefully eventually my niece, provided my nephew doesn't destroy it too badly.
This game is called
Evening in the Stable.
Animal parents of the farm are off celebrating, so today Rooster Roy's job is to put the animal children to bed. He is confused and doesn't find this job very easy, as normally he only wakes up the animals in the morning. No wonder from time to time cock-a-doodle-doo slips out and the children are immediately awake again. Can you help Rooster Roy try to put all the animal children in bed so they may go to sleep? It's for kids,
Yeah. So I got that as a gift.
but it is a euphemism for World War One. No, it's not. It's not.
And then I was wandering around, I was trying to find a good gift for a friend. And they said they like 2-player games. And John recommended this game.
Storm Realms is a great 2-player game.
And I even got a promo card for it. Unfortunately, they'd already run out of the promo
GenCon
cards for GenCon.
But you got South by
They got a
Southwest.
South by Southwest promo card, and I know that these friends might have not been there either.
Rule the stars. Forge your own star realm. Build up your military through shipping and trade. Then use your mighty fleet of warships to protect what's yours and take what isn't.
Yeah, so that I got. And then finally, I too got the same shirt that John did, only my
Classy shirt.
size,
Yes,
because they have women's sizes, so I was
because
pretty
women
happy
attend
with
this
it.
convention.
Because I didn't really want the same shirt I got the previous year, because
More dragons.
I prefer red to blue, and so I was,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was good.
And so I'm pretty happy with that. So those are our purchases. And it was nice because I made it through the show floor faster than I expected, even though my feet were a little tired after
Yeah,
walking all
yeah.
that way. But I also got more things than I expected to find. And since I'd already picked up my money from the consignment store auction thing, I didn't have to worry about going to do that on Sunday. I mean, normally I do have to do that, but didn't have to worry about that. And it was just a good time. And then we got to, head out
Yep.
and
Everything was covered.
do
good.
some grocery shopping and go do a horseback
Easy
ride
peasy.
and
Horseback ride was
hang out
good.
with
Lots of
people.
fun. It was a good time.
have a good chill evening. And we'll do some packing tonight and go
Yeah.
to bed. And
Head off back to Edmonton. So overall, good time.
definitely a great time.
Would you recommend GenCon to
I don't
friends?
think he's open.
100% yes.
Would you recommend GenCon to family?
I don't know if I remember.
Would you recommend GenCon to frenemies?
I don't know if I want families to do that.
So no.
Hold on.
Okay. Would you recommend Gen Con to complete strangers.
If they like games, yeah.
Alright. I would recommend Gen Con to everybody except for werewolves.
Why not werewolves?
Because they'll eat people.
Werewolves don't eat people except when they're being wolves.
So there you go. Problem
So
solved.
no Gen Con for werewolves
Would
on
you-
full moon night.
Alright. I don't think it was on this time. So next year Gen Con is August 17th to August 20th.
Totally want to go back.
You can start getting your tickets now apparently.
What? I thought they were open for the sale till January.
They said you could start doing it now. In the
Weird.
profile. They are ready for 50. It's the 50th, so they need to get ready for that one.
But the program book said not till January.
Well, who knows what I read.
Okay.
Who knows what I'm thinking. But there you go. This has been Gen Con wrap-ups.
Yep.
And we had a great time, and hope you had a good time if you didn't. And if you didn't get to go, hopefully you can game vicariously through us.
And hopefully we're able to pack all the stuff in our luggage to get home.
I'm gonna get my stuff when I go. All right. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye.